Hey guys, it's Chris, aka Beauty and the Vape. I am here at day one of the NVE show at Foxwoods, Connecticut. It is St. Patty's Day today, so I want to wish a happy St. Patty's Day to everybody out there that celebrates. And we have Charles here, and Charles wants to tell his vape story. So of course we're going to take it because every vape story matters, and he's doing his part to advocate for this community and for this industry by sitting down with me. So Charles, how long did you smoke for?
I was smoking since I was 16. Quit when I was 25. I quit for 16 years. And then I gave into some stress, and I happened to pick up a cigarette just once, and it just tasted nasty. And then my friends got me into vaping, and I vape zero, so there's no nicotine in my stuff, and it's a substitute. And it came down to the point where I can't stand to be around it because all I do is smell an ashtray. A couple issues I had was when my daughter went over my in-laws. She came back. She smelled like a cigarette. I couldn't even hug her because it just smelled like an ashtray. But I've been vaping for almost 3 years. So basically, I just do this for a substitute to keep me from smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, so it's kind of just like that, you know, hand to mouth kind of.
And it's like the cigarette price keeps on going up and up and up. I buy a bottle of juice, it lasts a lot longer.
Right. So were you always doing zero, did you just say?
Yes.
Okay. And so what device did you start on?
I started a V8 stick.
Okay. Those are quite popular.
Yes, but I upgraded to a Squonk, and I have the Mag.
Squonk Life. I'm loving the Squonk Life. When you were smoking, did you ever try and use alternatives like the patch or Chantix or anything like that?
No, I just quit cold turkey.
Okay. And you did that for how long did you do? 16 years?
16, going to 25. And then my doctors, I had to take breathing tests all the time. He said I had the lungs of a 65-year-old because I smoked so long. I quit smoking. I quit smoking for 16 years. Then I'm dealing with a bunch of deaths in my family. Mother passed away, and all the stress at my work and all that stuff. This substitutes everything.
Yeah, and you know what? I've heard a lot of, you being a zero nicker and stuff like that. A lot of people do deal with stress in that way. And so I think it's great for our representatives to know that it's not just really all about, smoking per se. You know what I mean? It also helps other, even if to us it's just psychological. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not just psychological. We all have problems. We all have stressors, whatever. So if you can relieve those stressors in a healthy way, like that's even like better than it just being a healthy alternative to smoking. Yes. And so I think that's great. So what changes in the quality of your life? Well, I think you kind of answered this a little bit, but maybe you could elaborate. Did you notice since you adopted the smoke-free alternative?
Qualities? It's just ever since I started vaping, I've done less breathing problems. I still have my asthma, but I don't have to do a breathing test no more. My lungs aren't affected anymore. It just seems like I prefer the flavor.
But yeah, a lot of people too said, somebody else mentioned it, and they made a good point. Like when you have asthma, so that's a little different. But you don't realize that you have breathing problems are not something that you wake up and go, oh, look, I have a breathing problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It develops over time. And so people who smoke don't really realize it because maybe they're working out, maybe they're, whatever. They don't really understand and realize it. And then they stop and then they're like, oh, wow, this has totally changed my life. If you could tell one thing to your state representative as to why vaping needs to stay around, what would that be?
Why would vaping stay around? I rather prefer the air. Smoking puts all the chemicals in the air, and you're able to, say, smoke around kids. There's a couple times where people have their babies around, and then people are freaking out, but everybody says, don't worry about it. Especially they knew me. It says, he smokes zeros. It's just It's just vapor. It's just water going up in the air. And I can smoke around a kid, and it won't affect the kid. And I tell people, it's like, if they keep on saying stuff, it's like, all right, now go walk outside when it's foggy. What are you doing? You're breathing in vapor. So
I mean, go walk outside when it's smoggy. Do you know what you're breathing? Probably not.
yeah, exactly. It's basically you're walking in a cloud of vapor. You're breathing in vapor water.
I mean, there's been days where, you get those message alerts where, oh, the air quality is so horrible, and they're complaining about this. So, yeah, exactly. And that's a really good point. I think it's a great point that needs to be brought up. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I would like to see, like my I know they're not my in-laws and I'm going to divorce, but I wish my in-laws would quit smoking. And I told my daughter, if she ever decided to do anything like that, I'd rather have her get into vaping than smoking. Because me smoking was the biggest mistake. And the cigarette prices keep on going up and up. Even in the casinos, almost $20 for a pack of smokes.
I just can't even I hear that and it's not funny, but I want to laugh because that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I could buy a bottle of juice for $20 and last me about a month or almost a month.
Exactly. Well, I would like to just thank you very much for sitting here, taking your time with me, and just keep spreading the messages that you're spreading, because you never know who you're going to reach, who's on that verge of quitting. And that's what I always tell people too, is that, anybody who sits here, continue to tell your story.
Yes.
Don't leave it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Continue to talk about it, how it's helped you, everything like that. And you may not reach your in-laws right away, but who knows? One day you're planting that seed. So one day, bye. Love you. One day you may, they may wake up and remember what you said and go, you know what? Today's the day.
Yeah.
So everybody in this community that sits down and tells their story is advocating. And I'm really super thankful, from the bottom of my heart. This is my passion, and you help me continue this. So thank you.
You're welcome.